Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Samira. If you see my tutorial for the first time, you're welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, you're welcome back. I'll be sharing with you guys how I made this beautiful latest lace off shoulder blouse with basket waistline step-by-step process. This is what I wore to this important occasion to commemorate the death of Jesus. It was April 12th. It was a memorable day to show my appreciation for Jesus' sacrifice. I'll be sharing with you guys how I made this outfit. Please, you can subscribe, share, like, comment about your favorite parts of this tutorial. You can also turn notification bell to get notified to see my next video uploads whenever I upload new one. So guys, bring out your own fabric. Let's get started now. This is my lace fabric. I'll be using doll face fabric as a lining, and I'll be using the doll face material to cut out my lace fabric because the lace is not that much. Just leave the lace like that because this is what I have. This is just what I have. So I'll be showing you guys how I'm going to fold it into two. So just keep on watching this particular tutorial down to the end. I don't want you to call for me. This lace is very small. Okay, so after folding it, I will just go ahead now to draw a straight line for us to start our measurements for today. Okay, so I'm going to remove 5 inches from my tape because it's an off shoulder. So before taking the length of my blouse, which is by 19 inches, okay, so I'll give a straight line for that to connect the chokes together. Right now I'll be measuring my neckline, so I'll go by 4 inches. Okay, so that's for my neckline, which is by 4 inches. Then I'm going to go down by 2 inches to bring the depth of my neckline down. Then I'm going to give a curve. So that's for the neckline. It's going to have small sweetheart neckline in the front. Okay, at this point I will be measuring my bust, so I'm going to mark 36 inches. Then I'm going to go down by 1 inch for my armhole. Then I'm going to use my ruler to give a curve for my armhole. So I'm still trying to connect it together. So that's for my 1 inch for my armhole. After that, on my hemline, I'm going to mark 28 inches. Then I'm going to go back to my bust. Then I'm going to add 1 inch for my stitching allowance. Then I'll go down again to my hemline and also add my stitching allowance by 1 inch. Then I'm going to connect the marks together. So after connecting it together, so I'm going to go ahead now to use my scissors to cut it out. So I'm going to start from my hemline. So guys, you can give this video a thumbs up. You can also turn notification bell to get notified to see my next tutorial. So guys, don't forget, I'm going to use this lining that I'm using now that I'm cutting, that is the doll face. That's what I'm going to use and cut the lace. The reason is that my lace is very small. Don't come for me. That's all I have, and I have to make this beautiful outfit to wear to this important occasion. So I have my back piece to cut now. So I'm just going to use my front piece that I just cut out now to lay on my back piece fabric. Then I will just go ahead now to add my zipper allowance. I'm going to add 1 inch for my zipper allowance. Then I'll just go ahead now, that's the 1 inch. Then I'm going to just cut it out. So guys, you can share this tutorial with your friends, with your family members. So I'm going to add I'll be marking 1.5 inches to bring down the depth of my back neckline down. Okay, so that's what I'm doing now. So after that, I'll just go ahead and cut it out. I'm starting the cutting from the neckline. So guys, you can share this tutorial with your family members. Please ask them to also watch this particular tutorial down to the end. You can also subscribe to my channel, turn on notification bell to get notified to see my next video upload. You'll be the first to see it and watch and also learn from it. So guys, don't forget what we are making today. We are making an off shoulder top that is going to have basket waistline, and it's going to also have a small puff as the sleeve. So I'm opening the zipper allowance now. So I'm cutting the back piece, and I'm also going to use this lining, which is the doll face that is serving as the lining. That's what I'm going to use and cut my lace fabric. And this lace fabric is the latest lace fabric in the market. Very beautiful, unique color that you can wear out. Remember, my blouse has basket effect at the waistline. At this point, I'll be marking 2.5 inches at the waistline. Then I'm going to use my ruler to give it a V shape in front. So that's what I'm doing, as you can see me doing in the video. Okay, so just keep on watching so that you can see the outfit that we are making today. So guys, you can give it a thumbs up. You can also share it with your friends. So I'm going to just go ahead now to cut it out. So don't forget what we are making today. We are making an off-shoulder blouse that's going to have basket waistline. Guys, I've used my doll face fabric to cut out my lace, and this is the front piece. So I used my lining to cut it out. So I want to also show you guys the back piece. So what I'll do next, I'll just head over to my sewing machine to join the front and the back piece all together, so you can see how lovely it is. Very beautiful. At this point, to join my front and my back piece together, I'll be using my tape to measure my bust, which is by 36 inches. Okay, don't forget my bust is by 36 inches. So I'm going to shift it a bit so that you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm still measuring my bust, which is by 36 inches. So I'm joining the front piece and the back piece together. So I'll go to my waistline now to measure 28 inches. Okay, so I want you guys to see it. So that's for the waistline, which is by 28 inches. Guys, don't forget to watch this particular tutorial down to the end. You can share it with your friends. So this is how I'm going to stitch the front and the back together. So I will head over to my sewing machine to run my stitch together, and I'll be stitching it by 1 inch, guys. The next step now is for me to cut my sleeve. I will just go ahead now to spread it. So I'm going to be folding it into 2, then I'm going to double fold it again, as you can see me doing in the video. So this is how to go about it when making your own. So I'm done with the folding. So after that, I'll be marking my length, and I'll be measuring 12 inches for my length. I'll just go ahead and cut it out. Okay, it's a simple sleeve, and I'm going to use my elastic and my safety pin to use and pass through it to make it to puff out. So after that, then I'm going to attach it to the blouse that we are making today. But before attaching it, I'll head over to my sewing machine. Then I'm going to run a straight stitch on the upper side of my sleeve and the lower side of my sleeve. That's what I'm pointing at, as you can see me pointing at the video. So I'm heading over to my sewing machine now to stitch my sleeve together. At this point, I'll be using my elastic now and my safety pin to pass through my sleeve to make it to puff out. So after that, I'm going to head over to my sewing machine to attach the sleeve to my blouse that I'm making today. Don't forget it's an off shoulder top that we are making that is going to have basket effect at the waistline, and it's going to also have puff sleeve, and we made use of doll face as the lining, and the main fabric is a lace material that we are using today. So guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that more people can get to see it and watch and also learn from it. You can also share this particular tutorial with your friends. Please ask them to also watch this particular tutorial down to the end, guys. It's another way for you guys to support my channel. So these are my two sleeves that I have here. You can see how neat they are. So we are going to attach it now to the top that we are making. So I've attached my sleeve on it, and you can see the basket waistline is a simple off shoulder blouse that we just made now. So you can see how beautiful it is, and you can see the lace material, very lovely color also. I'm grateful for joining me on today's tutorial. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button to subscribe now. Turn notification bell to get notified to see my next new sewing tutorial upload. Give this video a thumbs up, share with friends and family members. Please ask them to also watch this particular tutorial down to the end. You can also drop your comments in the comment section below about what you want to see next on this channel. You can follow the tips and tricks that we use in cutting this fabric. Whenever you have a smaller fabric like this, you saw that I used my lining to cut it out, my small lace fabric, and it came out beautiful. Guys, this is the end of today's tutorial. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.